Episode 511 of 360 Wrestling Fanatic is a special live episode tonight, and I'll be talking all about the WWE Fastlane Premium Live event and tonight's episode of AEW Saturday Collision. All that right here, right now. 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Hey Wrestling Fanatics, welcome to this special live episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I knew it would probably be kind of a late episode, but unfortunately tonight, kind of even a little later than I expected it to be. Had a little bit of trouble going live tonight. So, unfortunately, probably going to be kind of a shorter episode than the normal live ones after the premium live events. But I will be talking about WWE Fastlane and tonight's episode of AEW Saturday Collision. I don't think I'm going to go over an hour like I did last Sunday night talking about AEW Wrestle Dream. But let's get right into this live episode. And thank you everyone for tuning in live right now. And also everyone that is listening to the podcast version of it. And let's talk about WWE Fastlane, which was live tonight on Peacock and the WWE Network, live from Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And we started off at 7 with the kickoff, which is the usual, with just the kickoff panel going over all the matches. Our commentators tonight, Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Unfortunately, in the opening video of Fastlane tonight, it was featuring Pat McAfee, which, unfortunately, he also would join Michael Cole and Corey Graves for commentary for the John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline match later on tonight. I've talked about it on the podcast before. Definitely not a fan of Pat McAfee. I'll try not to complain too much about that tonight. And we kick things off kind of surprisingly with, or at least I was surprised anyway, with the match for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and main event Jey Uso taking on the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And kind of surprised here actually, but we have new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeating the Judgment Day tonight. 20 minutes, 40 seconds. And next up, we have a 6-man tag team match. And it is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits taking on, at first it actually starts off as a 3-on-2 handicap match, taking on the Latino World Order. First, Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar with Zelina Vega in their corner, but eventually their partner does show up, and it is Carlito finally making his rumored and talked about return to WWE, since he was back for one night only at Backlash, and then after he made that appearance, there was talk about him coming back, but then we haven't seen him. But now he has returned to WWE tonight at Fastlane. This one went 10 minutes, and Carlito got the pin for his team. And next up is a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky taking on Asuka and Charlotte Flair. I thought this was quite a really good match here. Io Sky retaining, going over in this one. And for some reason, during the press conference after the PLE tonight, Damage Control spoke. And for some reason, the first reporter that asked the question tonight asked her if that she would want to have a match against that Taylor Swift, the popular singer these days. I'm not sure why they asked that, but for some reason they did. She just said if she wanted to come in and face her, that she would. And next up, we have tag team action. John Cena and LA Knight taking on the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman in their corner. And Cena and Knight get the win. 17 minutes, 20 seconds. And in the main event, Seth freaking Rollins taking on Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Heavyweight Championship. I thought this main event was a really good match, and there were some points kind of like I thought it would be, where it did look like Nakamura was going to go over and win the world title. There was the finish, saw him go through the crowd, and Rollins ended up putting Nakamura through a table, which kept him down for the 10 count to win the match and retain the World Heavyweight Championship and win this last man standing match. 28 minutes, 25 seconds. I thought really good main event. And I apologize not for rating the other matches on the card tonight, but I'll give the main event 4 out of 5 ring bells. And that was the WWE Fastlane Premium Live event from tonight. And overall, as a show, I'll give this PLE a 8 out of 10 ring bells altogether. And now we go over to TNT for tonight's episode of AEW Saturday Collision. And we kick things off on Collision in a match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler taking on the team of Absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill. This one was pretty surprising, I thought. We see early in the match, it is dominated by Ricky Starks and Big Bill. They go to the floor. Big Bill clears the announce desk, choke slams Cash Wheeler through it, and then in the ring, Big Bill is repeatedly choke slamming Dax Harwood. Ricky Starks keeps telling him one more, and then finally he sets him up again. Ricky Starks hits a spear and goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And we have new AEW World Tag Team Champions, Absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Like I said, I thought this was pretty surprising. Definitely wasn't expecting the titles to change hands tonight. And also tonight, I forgot our commentators, Ian Riccaboni filling in for Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. And they would be joined by good old JR Jim Ross for the main event. And the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, defeated Kyle Fletcher from Aussie Open. We have Bullet Club Gold, Juice Robinson, and the Guns defeat Angelico, Metalik, and Gravity in a trios match. And the AEW Trios Tag Team Champions are in action. Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed defeated Jack Jameson and the Iron Savages to retain the Trios Championships. Timeless Tony Storm defeated Kiera Hogan. And in the main event of Collision this week, the Ring of Honor World Championship is on the line. Eddie Kingston defeated Commander. And that was tonight's episode of AEW Saturday Collision. Was a pretty good episode tonight, I thought. Had some good pro wrestling on the Saturday night. I'm just very sorry that this is a short episode tonight. Normally go longer for the premium live recaps, but I have had a tough time going live for some reason tonight. Had a little trouble at first, so that's why this episode's not as long, and I apologize for that. And I might talk more about Fastlane and Collision tomorrow morning on Good Morning Wrestling Fans, which it's almost going on 3 a.m. now, so probably won't be too far away. Hope everyone had a great Saturday today. Hope everyone enjoyed WWE Fastlane and AEW Saturday Collision. Hope everyone has a great Saturday night. I will talk to everyone in the morning for Good Morning Wrestling fans. But until then, thank you once again for listening to this live episode. If you were listening live, also thank you everyone who is listening to the podcast version. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, also leave your feedback for tonight's Fastlane Premium Live event and AEW Collision as well in the comment section, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app or website you listen to on. Just leave your opinions and thoughts on the shows in the comments. And once again, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning on Good Morning Wrestling fans. But until then, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.